Okay, this is how you guys work on the Adobe Illustrator drawing with lines assignment. This is the Google form. And if you scroll down, you have the Google template here. Now click on the template so it opens up in a new page. This is what you're going to download. The download button is located at the top left corner, and you click on the arrow that says download, and your file will then begin to download and save onto your computer into the download folders. Once it's downloaded, if you click on your new downloads available, it will be at the top. And this is an AI file, which is Adobe Illustrator, and it'll show like this. If you click on it, it will then open up. So now you are in Adobe Illustrator, and we're going to work with our first tool in Adobe Illustrator, and that is our pen tool. This is your pen tool. If you highlight over it, if you hover over it, it'll show you how to work with it. It'll also tell you the name of the tool that you're working with. So we're going to click on the pen tool. Now, currently my pen tool is black and white. So if I click, it will make a black and white fill. So I click and I let go. Then I click on B and I click and I let go. Then I click on C and I click and let go. And then I click back to A. It will then draw a triangle. Now you can click on your selection tool. Now with the triangle selected, you can change the color of the line and the thickness of the line. I do want you guys to change the color and thickness of your lines. And there it is. The color on the line is changed. You can also change the fill if you like. Now, once that's done, we're going to go ahead and click on the pen tool again and make the square. So click and let go, click and let go, click and let go, click and let go. And it's going to help you as much as it can to line up things for you. And you make a square. Now, this is your square. You have the triangle, and now we're going to work on the star. Now, you will notice that once you start drawing the star, when you click and let go of each one of the points, it is actually filling in the color at the same time. This is a little bit more problematic with the star as it starts covering the point. We don't know what it is. So if you click on the fill, you can then say no fill. And now you can see your line again, and you can then finish your drawing. Once your drawing is finished, you can then change the fill color to whatever you like. Say we want it red, and then you can change your line color to another color as well. You can use the sliders, or you can just pick anything within here within the eyedrop tool. So we do want you to change the colors so that you have different colors for each one. And we want you to also think about changing the line thickness as well. So this one is going to be now like 18. So you can see the difference of line weight between the different drawings there. That is your first page. Now you're going to do a Control S or a file save, which allows you to save what you're currently on. Now, when you're working in Illustrator, you're going to slide down to the next page. This one's a little bit more difficult because you guys are going to be clicking and dragging. Now, once the pen tool is selected again, you're going to click on A and drag to B. Click and drag. This is what's called a Bezier curve. Now, this is controlling your curve. Now, we're just going to click on C. Click and drag from A to B. Click on C only. Click and drag. Click only. And you're going to keep on doing that until you get to the end of your line. Click and drag and click. It doesn't need to be perfect. We're just looking for you guys to learn how to maneuver with Illustrator. So we're clicking and dragging and clicking, clicking and dragging and clicking. So now that that's done, in order to get to this next line and letting go, you must click on the pen tool again. By clicking on the pen tool again, it allows you to now make this next line. We're going to click and drag from A to B and click and drag from A to B on the top and on the bottom, which allows it to make, I like to call it hills and valleys. So it allows you to make the little hill and the valley up on top. Now, once again, you guys can change the thickness of the line, and you can change the color and the fill if you want to have a fill color at all. So once you're done with your second page, you're going to do a Control S and save. And now we're going to go to the third page. We have a difficult one and a not so difficult one. Well, they're kind of both different. So this is our oval. You're going to click from A and drag to B. You're going to click on C and drag down to D. You're going to click on E and drag over to F. You're going to click on G and drag up to H. And then you're going to click back on A and drag back to B again, which allows us to then make that oval. For the heart, we're going to follow the instructions of the heart where it says click only, and click and drag, click and drag. So we're going to click on our pen tool. We're clicking on A only, clicking and dragging from B to C, clicking on D and dragging down to E, click only on F, click on G and drag up to H, click on I and drag over to J, and then click only on A again. So now you have your heart. And once again, you should change the colors as you see fit. So you're going to change, if you want to do a gradient, you can make it a gradient. So then you can change the color of the gradient as well. So these are things that you guys want to experiment with. You're going to do a Control S, which allows you to save the file. And then we need it as a PDF. So we're going to go File, Save As, Save on your computer. And we're going to go from Adobe Illustrator as the type to drag down to Adobe PDF. Now, this is the file that allows us to upload and also allows us to print Adobe PDF. So we're going to say Save. Now, once it starts saving, it's going to come up with what kind of PDF do you want? We want a high quality print. And you save your PDF. And you're done. You've just created an Adobe PDF and worked in Illustrator Create Lines. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you very much.